Come on, Sveta, I know you're here. Sveta, I'm not leaving until you open up this door. What do you want? Here, I brought you a cactus. What did I do with a cactus? I don't even like them. I know, but take a look at this. It's got a cool haircut, and those notches look like eyes, and it's always frowning for some reason. Such a harsh little cactus. I think it just needs some company. I've been given flowers before, but a cactus? This is a first. This cactus is almost certainly the leader of some unknown extraterrestrial civilization. You'd better take care of it now. I've heard the cacti remember everything. Everything. So when they come here to take over the world, you better make sure they know you were taking care of them. Extraterrestrial civilization? Well, if you look at it that way, you can see that it's got some awful hairstyle as you. Hey, don't be like that. I combed my hair yesterday, I think. Scarecrow, come in. Alright, spit it out. Why a cactus of all things? I just wanted to make you smile after what happened today. I saw this cactus and thought it would be a perfect thing to do just then. Yeah, today was just awful. Our boss is a real tyrant. No argument there. He just kept on and on about all these little things that went wrong over the past week and blamed me for everything. You know what that feels like? Can't even begin to imagine. And I swear that calculation error wasn't my fault, but he pinned the blame for me on that as well. Awful. Awful like that smell of this aftershave. He keeps blowing things out of proportion. You know, it's been ages since I've had anyone talk to me like this. Thank you for coming by to see me. A pleasure, anytime. So, are you really agreeing with everything I've said? Of course not, but this is that so important? The main thing is that I'm here to listen. So what, you were just humoring me? Come here, you, I'm gonna beat you with this towel. You gotta catch me first. Okay, Sveta, it's getting late, so I'll head home. I'll see you at work tomorrow and try to cheer up. Everything's gonna work out fine. Alright, thanks again for coming by. Nobody has bothered listening to me. Ever. Not even my parents. No one cared about my achievements. When I moved out and started living alone, everyone became a complete stranger. Friends meeting up at a cafe. Everyone was only interested in themselves. Meeting up at the cafe was just an excuse to boast about something that had happened, or some expensive fad they just bought. It's all about who was doing better in their career or a new phone. You'd try to talk about any problems. They appeared to be listening, even sympathetic. But underneath it all, you could tell that they just didn't care. Some were even very happy to hear about things that were troubling you and made their lives look even more wonderful. If you had troubles in your life, it was all down to your own fault. You should stop burdening other people with your failures. If you have problems with your boss or how other people are treating you at work, again, it's all your fault that you're in such a position in the first place. But Vlad is different. He came out to see me, just sit there and listen. I'm glad that I'm working with him now. Phew. How long has it been since I've had that much fun, just fooling around together, having a good laugh? I see no tears or stress in Sveta's face, just a great big smile. Yeah, she's still got a lot of problems to deal with. They're not gonna go away overnight, but at least I was able to help her relax, get back to normal self. Now she can put her troubles behind her and carry on. Well, it's good that there's only a few people in the bank on Saturdays. Most of the staff have the day off. There's only a few of the cashiers serving here. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise we'd have to find somewhere else to sit and work. At least this way there's no one here to bother us, right? Yeah, so anyways, what did you get up to yesterday? I can't remember. Okay, let's check our current archives. Ha, archives? You're not wrong there. We've been at this for almost a week now, and there's enough working documents on the table that here, archives suits them perfectly. Yeah. The scary thing is that we've written down is only the current data. All the rest of our work is electronic format now. That's for sure. Okay, let's check where we left off. We've been here half an hour already and we've hardly made any progress. Yeah, the past week has been heck, but the end is on the horizon. We just have to push through the rest of this. Yeah. We've already been here for an hour now and only worked for 5 minutes. Ugh, this isn't gonna work. Let's switch tasks. Good idea. Maybe the change will help motivate us. Just to make sure that we don't get in each other's way, I think we should work on separate items. At least then one of us will be able to help keep focused. Sounds good. I've got a couple of changes I need to do in the data management system. Alright, I'll recheck those papers so they can't blame me for any errors again. We rushed through them this time, so I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything. It's better this way. I just can't get motivated this morning. That's why I won't disturb Sveta. My mind keeps wandering. I'm too exhausted to even think about work, but we have to. We're almost finished here. Work, Sveta, work. You get a huge Christmas bonus from this, maybe. Or it'll be like last year where I was going to take a trip to coast with my bonus, but there was only enough for me to treat myself to a cafe meal. Selfish goons. I've been able to go to the beach in ages. Warm sun, soft sand. No, stop this. Work, I need to think about work. So, how are you doing over there? I just can't seem to get it together at all today. Yeah, me too. It's like we both hit a wall today no matter what we try. Anyway, it's nearly time for lunch, and the bank also closes at noon. No, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we can focus on work while we're somewhere else. What do you mean? You think we should try working from home for the rest of the day? We should be able to relax and concentrate more easily there, I think. Sounds good. There's no point in us sitting around here anymore anyway. And if either of us needs something, the other is just a phone call away. Working from home will make you a nice change. Just kick back in your old sweatpants, have your favorite old mug sitting on the table next to you, get up for refills at any time, and no one to bother you. Phew. Glad to be home. This will make things easier. And when there's nobody around paying attention, you can afford to relax a bit. Yep, you guys uploaded a great video there. Well done. I had no idea I missed out on such great news this week. I'm feeling better already. Time for me to get back to work. Oh, there's a new line of my favorite perfume. How lovely. I already want it. But that's for later. Now back to work. I've been home for almost a half hour already and haven't even started. Wow, that's a great round, everyone. But that's it for me. I promised to get some work done today. Sveta's likely to be working hard already, and I'm just here playing around. Maybe working from home wasn't such a great idea. It's hard to get started. I come and all I want to do is relax. Vlad has probably done what was on his to-do list already, but I haven't done a thing. So, here I should be adding this, and there should be doing that instead? I haven't got those confused, have I? Yeah, this is unclear about Sveta around to help. I had to call her. Getting through this paperwork is well and good, but we really need to get the work on the website. And Vlad is the only one who really understands the process. I'll have to call him. Sveta, you remember that page we were having problems with a while ago? Can you remind me if we're having to keep it as is or changing it? We should definitely change it, but not go as far as you suggested earlier. By the way, what format options are allowed? Just take a look in the folder with the previous work. There should be some examples you can use there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. So admit it, Vlad. You've already done everything, haven't you? And you're just huming me with these questions. I wish. I still can't pull it together and focus on work. Barely sat down to get started when I saw and I can't do it at all. So how about you? Pretty much the same as you, but I don't know what we can do. Do we keep going like this, or is there something else we can try? I can't think of anything. Let's just keep at it for now. I'll give you a call later, okay? Alright, bye. I've always worked alone, and been happy to do so. Nobody around to interrupt you, nobody get on your nerves, and you can focus on the task at hand. The only negative is that there's no backup or support if you need it. I've only been working with Sveta for a week, but I'm already so used to her being there. I remember how moody she was when we first met. It's funny how things change. She's certainly not like that, especially when she's focusing on the job. Her methods are a little unorthodox, but she certainly gets the results. The week has passed and I've had next to no customers or client contacts. There was no need to put that idiotic smile, put on that polite facade. At first glance, all I had to do was deal with the project. Nothing's ever as simple as it first seems though. I tried just dealing with the documentation, but that didn't work out very well. I got tired of it very quickly. But when I'm working with Vlad, everything changes. Vlad's always listening to me, asking for my advice and paying attention to everything I tell him. Makes me feel more important. And working with him makes me feel more confident. When you know that somebody needs you for knowledge, help, and support, it's easier to think about work. That is always considering my decisions, even more reckless ones, and even accepts some of those. If he doesn't like my advice or decision, he always explains why. I remember when I took him for being some conceited turkey when we first met. So embarrassing to think about that now. Though he did just sit there like a lump at the time. He wouldn't talk with anybody in his room. He turned out to be a pretty nice guy. I think I'm lucky that I've been working with him. It's funny. Even just thinking about it helps me get to my work. I think it's time for a coffee break. It was funny when she accidentally added salt instead of sugar to her tea. Then she called away and forgot about it. And some guy came along, couldn't be bothered to make his own, and drank it. The look on his face was priceless. Thad would probably be having a coffee break right about now. That's not a bad idea, I'll get one too. Yeah, when Vlad's around, he always asks if I want one too when he's making one. You can tell that he's a bachelor though. Keeps forgetting to wash his mug and doesn't care if his tea gets cold and still drinks it. He's funny like that. And when he dropped that dirty 2-spoon on that witch of a secretary, oh how she screamed, serves her right. I can do this. I can do this. I'll get this project done. I will get this project done. I've dealt with worse. I have dealt with worse. Sveti asked me about the options yesterday. Well, I think I've come up with something. Continuing to work at our current pace isn't going to work. So we're just going to take it easy, relax, have fun. And this evening we can get back to work completely refreshed. Well, now Rambo, aren't you going all gung-ho today? And what do you suggest that we do to relax then, knowing you with something to do on the computer? well, normally, yeah, maybe, but I read up on the internet there's a town not too far away that has this great living history village set up. On the webpage, they had a lot of these images of reenacted historical cavalry battles and defenders holding the walls of a stone fortress in this big siege. They even have these people dressed up and reciting lines of famous people from the last war. That's it in a nutshell, so what do you say, should we go? That's not a bad idea. Do you want to book a tour through the agency and take a bus there? No, that'll take all the fun out of it. We can just head down on there on our own. Uh-huh. So you suggest we could take a bike ride down there in the middle of winter? Or you prefer we could walk there? Either way, it would only take a couple of weeks if we go now. No one said we'll be going on foot. I bought a car a few months ago, so we can use that. A car? I had no idea you had one. Well, yeah, I've had to drop everything and travel to work sites on demand in the past, so that's why I bought it. The car is older than I am, though, so I don't use it much and walk around everywhere instead. Huh. Are you sure that'll even start? Of course it will. I call the car my Swallow, and it's in perfect condition, hopefully. Hopefully? Well, like I said, I don't use it much. Always driving the car everywhere means it needs constant service. It takes a lot of money and time. I don't travel much these days, so I prefer walking, but I make sure I keep the car well maintained. Aye then, show me this Swallow of yours. Are you calling this clunker a Swallow? There, you see. You've already completely forgotten about work, and we are more worried about my car. Oh no, I will not sit in that thing. Why? It's old and it looks like it's gonna fall apart. And when was the last time you even cleaned it? So that the car definitely won't fall apart, I promise. Sure it looks old, but it's never let me down. If you say so, okay. Well, we got to lose. Let's go. You know, maybe this isn't so bad after all. This car of yours might look a bit clumsy, but the ride is quite smooth. The heater works well. It's so warm in here you couldn't even think it's winter. This is so much better than going by bus. Buses are so terrible, noisy, smelly, surrounded by strangers and you get crowded in. Just the two of us here in the car and we're free to go wherever and do whatever we choose. Much better than a bus. And that's not all, we've got all the comforts of modern living. Even when on the road, here you go. Have a thermos of warm coffee. Oh, super! Thank you. Here, our invaders are already getting ready for retreat. We had already almost lost the battle but managed to create a tipping point at the cost of enormous effort. Then a group of only 3 people made for the whole battle more than all the others put together. Wow, turns out you're pretty smart. How did you know all this? Are you interested in history? Nah, I just pass a lot of time playing shooter Call of Duty. What a horror. Oh, here was that situation like in that TV series, well, like when the muchacho tells how his leg in the war was cut off. Not cut off, but blown off by a shell. It's a very sad story in general. Yeah, sad. It made me cry a lot when he tried to get up and couldn't see his foot. You don't understand anything, it was a very dramatic moment. I can't handle drama. They should learn to shoot better. Alright, you crossed the line, hold on. Hey, what are you doing? Stop immediately! No, stop and accept the punishment like a man. You can't be so insensitive to tragic moments. Well, I don't. The moment will be really tragic if you hit me on the forehead with a frying pan. Well, I don't. The moment will be really tragic if you hit me on the forehead with a frying pan. I don't even know where you got the frying pan. By the way, where did you get it? Just a couple of minutes ago there wasn't a pan in your hands. Don't you know that a girl's handbag is all really bottomless? It could have a lot of useful things. Anyway, don't change the subject. Better get over here now. Are you not gonna fight? I will! Yeah, I'm no fool. If I come over there, you'll beat me, so I won't go. Oh, yes, you will. You'll get it even worse if you don't. Nope. Well? Wow, see what a picture. I remember this place as a great battle. There was a battle of our great ancestors a long time of peace and prosperity came just after that battle. What, again Call of Duty? No, those are actually about modern wars. So where is it? Really, after all, where did you read it? Oh no, I don't play just Call of Duty. There are a lot of historical games too. I especially love the strategies. I was thinking better about you. Wow, this cafe still exists. Let's go in. It doesn't really look like it's very decent. What do you mean? This is the best place in town. What, again something you've seen in video games you played enough? And now you'll tell me a story that during the time of the Stone Age, quirky local businessmen entertained the people with a mammoth show. Is that what you think about me? I'm not only playing computer games. Yeah, you also watch movies and TV shows. I know, past. Nothing like this. I was personally in the cafe many years ago. I even remember the name was Tavern. Wow, that is something new. Well, let's go in. Tell us what in the wind brought you here. At the same time, tell me why this cafe has such a strange name. You guessed right. Oddly enough, this place is actually historical. Our people ate here for almost 100 years. Also, they have the most delicious tea in the world. That quirky new owner came up with the name to show his historicity of the place. How do you know so much about this place, and how did you get here last time? Oh, it's such a long story. I was very young then. Only just recently started freelancing. And then I got the customer who I certainly would like to meet personally. He didn't really need a freelance order as much as a drinking buddy. I did not know, and arrived here in the official style. Almost the only time in my life in a jacket. The first and last time in my life I did such a stupid thing. What stupid thing? Meet with a stranger in another city? No, I put on a jacket. That's what really was stupid. You're in a jacket all week in the bank? It was really difficult for me. The man was good, sociable. He didn't drink a lot. He told me a lot of things about this place. I remember it clearly. This is my first serious order. Well, you talked about the tea, and from what you know about it, you drank alcohol with the man at the time, not tea? Well, I almost didn't even drink, but the habit, I felt bad, it was stuffy. The man noticed my condition and told me about the magic local tea. All my pain vanished after that tea. So we diverged quite healthy, happy life, and ready for productive work. That man paid for all the work honestly and directly. Your life is so interesting. I'm stuck in the bank and can't get out. I can't see the daylight because of work. What about friends? Well, I'm an unsociable computer homebody. You're a girl though, you must have a bunch of friends. Yeah, but all of this bunch are really just nodding acquaintances. Everyone only cares about themselves and communicates with each other only to boast off their success. I didn't think it would be so. To be honest, it's not very often I was in cafes. I just want to go home after work. I'm usually too busy on the weekends. We worked almost a week in the cafe. This is my longest cafe's marathon. Wow. Turns out that my life isn't so bad. At the very least, I meet with customers or do any small jobs and I regularly go out of the house. Yeah. Still, it's a completely different thing to do. Sit in a cafe on the case because of the work. To end, it's just for fun. At the same time, telling all sorts of interesting stories, not straining and getting to enjoy savoring the world's best tea. Oh, Vlad, seems that cute snow meadow. Come on, let's go. What for? We're already going home. What do you mean, why? It's so cute! Come on! Well, if you say so, okay. And in the summer, there are certainly many mushrooms. I, as a child, was very fond of them in the woods to walk parents. Sorry, I rarely succeed. Phew. Still, I need to drive more often, even in hard winter times. I don't have the habit of driving very often. I hope Savetta won't notice. Uh-huh. Oh, there's nests on the trees, and squirrels and squirrels! Uh-huh. What a snow pure look, plain untouched by man. In fact, it's not a plain but a forest. Don't find fault with words. All the same, it's cool. Yahoo! Okay. Oh, in my childhood there was a story about forest. Don't believe it. Listen. Well, finally Savetta relaxed. It turns out she was a lovely smile. Not the one that is automatically tensioned in the bank. Mainly when she is sincere or her smile comes from the heart. There are hundreds of those funny stories from childhood everyone has. But everyone has their own. The most sincere stories. What are you standing with the vulgar smile for? Catch a snowball! Well, all the conditions have been met? Well, you do know that everything can't be taken into account immediately, and there are many factors still unaccounted for. I don't know. We have everything spelled out in the contract. What does it say for this situation? It says the contract will be cancelled at the fault of our party or on any claims. Completed work remains from the property of the bank as a compensation for the lost revenue due to lost time. But you can see that we've tried as best we could. If the volume of our work was exactly what we planned for, we would have completed everything. How could we know that the papers would have been so many cross-links? Why are you telling me this? The contract is concluded. It's not my fault that you can't properly assess the scope of work. You agreed that a week is enough time to accomplish this task. I didn't force you. Kindly be responsible for your decisions. But how is it? After all, we did the basic pages and translate the most important documents in electric form. And many minor. We didn't have time to do support pages, which are hard to even find as references. Who said it would be easy? What is written in the contract? What do you have to do to handle absolutely all the crosslinks? You said yourself that there is no connection with some auxiliary pages, so this contract's item is not executed. So in accordance with paragraph 13.7 of the contract, all developments are moving to the ownership of the bank for free. I want to remind that the contract was notarized, and even if you go to court you will get nothing. The court will be on the side of the bank. This contract is dishonest. Under the contract, workers don't have any rights or opportunities. Even force majeure cases have always spelled out they only in favor of the bank. Who prevented you from not doing this task at all, made you sign a contract or even revisiting it before signing? It's too late to change anything. What's going on here? We have done the work. Why don't you want us to pay? I told you clearly what's going on, and you know I'm right from a legal point of view. How so? You understand us too, just not as a human being. As a human being or not, what's the difference? The question is money, and I can pay nothing. Here it means. Understood. Maybe we can still try to negotiate. That's the question I've waited for. It wouldn't be profitable to leave behind the angry programmers at my own site. So I have a suggestion. The contract still isn't fulfilled. Then let it officially remain so. I privately pay 50% of the pledged amount and get your completed work. Do you agree? But, I could try to reject, but it's long since been decided, hasn't it? Exactly, that's the best I can offer. Okay, I agree. Half is better than nothing. But I won't support the project. Well, agreed. Here's an envelope with your money. Don't let me detain you any longer. Why did you agree? We did all the work except for the unexpected. We had to demand the full amount. Savetta, I have met with these types of customers before. It's good that he paid it all. he would have even made worse demands for us. Come on, these types, yes, we are paid a minimum wage for working here and it's almost impossible to get the premium, but they always issue our paychecks on time. It's for the same reason, he's terribly greedy for money, but I didn't want to give that as a real reason or could sue. A sly fox, that one, as slippery as a slug. Yeah, so what do we do now? Like what? I'm gonna go home, and I'll never return to this bank. Well, let me help you pack. Oh, I don't have anything to collect. I'll just stroll along to the bank and say goodbye to people. Nothing, good luck. Thank you, you also keep in touch. Vlad, stop. Sveta, what have you gotten now? Why are you still hanging around when you have all that work to do? Yeah, but you're already leaving? Yeah, what did you want? Here, command to Cactus. Take it, please. How come? Isn't he yours and will protect you? It will be. Will be. Only, please hold on until your house for a while. I have a lot of jobs for now, so I come home late at night. Not sure I can keep it very well. But I certainly will deal with everything. Take back the cactus, and it'll be good housekeeper for it. Will you take it? Okay. Just don't forget to pick it up. Agreed. Wow, how cool is it to finally get some sleep? And not in a hurry. Super! I wonder how Sveta is doing. My diet of dumplings obviously didn't go in my favor. When I worked in the bank, they all fed me. Someone would shoot with a bun, a piece of candy, or sometimes something to drink. Sveta even bought a soup once. I hate soup! Oh, I haven't tuned my operation system for a long time. There's so much trash, it's such a horror. It's urgent that I fix everything. Do you agree, Commander Tay? Nice to show that you always support me. Almost like Sveta. Oh, Sveta, hello! How are you? I quit my job. What? Why? Providence, maybe. Once I saw that kind of person my boss was, and looked to my friends after this bank. I just looked the other way. All the great people who only care about themselves and their own advantage. And if I stayed with them, I'd soon end up just like them. Wow. Bold step. You know, Vlad, thank you so much for everything. We've been through a lot. There was grief and joy. Problems with work in the end. Well, you know what? I've learned to enjoy life again. Our trip showed me a lot of things. An all-week morning with you was a breath of fresh air in the realm of grey sadness. So thanks to you, I can smile with all my heart and soul again. Really? I didn't do anything. But I'm sincerely happy for you, Sveta. After all, you told me that when we need to move forward and do something, you're doing fine. By the way, Commandante Cactus turned very green somehow. Turned green? Lad, are you okay? This is a cactus, it should be green. In that sense, the poor fellow is now ill. Mistress is all on duties, completely forgot about him. Maybe you'll check in on him this evening. I'll give you tea with chocolate. Wow, so this is how it is. Let me think. Milk chocolate? Of course, for you, Svetlana. Only the best. Well, Mr. Wizard Magician, you talked me into it. Huh. I wonder why the music was so good. It's by Sergei Ibog. This is from the same music drafter as Everlasting Summer. Neat. So, this has been Winter Novel. Thank you for being with us. This game, I didn't expect it to be very much when I first saw it. I just wanted to see how the graphics would turn out. And it said it was about sadness, and I was sort of in a melancholy state where I wanted to play something like this. It was very chill. I hope you watched this and was able to chill with me and go through this amazing experience between these two people. I enjoyed it. The music was pretty good. The graphics were actually refreshing. When scaled down, because I could see a scaled down version of it, the graphics actually look pretty cool. So yeah, this was an interesting experience known as Winter Novel. It's on Steam if you wanted to pick it up, but thank you for watching. Goodbye.